swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice job by Ace Walker.
Andrew Ace Walker knew from the first time he stepped on the mound in Winnipeg, he was part of something special.
And you get here to Winnipeg, and you got thousands in the stands, and it's just pumped up, the action's going. I thought, this is pretty darn cool, and it just got better and better.
It turned into one of the greatest careers in Winnipeg Goldeyes history.
A complete game for Ace Walker tonight.
In 5 seasons with the Fish, Walker set the team record for wins, games started, complete games, and innings pitched. Now his number 31 will be retired by the team. News that caught the Oklahoma product by surprise when GM Andrew Collier informed him.
He called me and said, hey, how's your day going? And I was like, pretty good, just working. And he was like, it's about to get better. And I was like, really, how's that? He goes, we're going to retire your number. And it was just, just right into tears.
Ace joined the team in 2008 after several years in the Texas Rangers organization and admits he had a little bit of learning to do about the peg.
Rick called within hours of me getting released. And when he called me, I didn't even know where Winnipeg was at, you know what I mean? And I got online, I started looking, the place was beautiful. I thought, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna pitch good, I'm gonna get picked up, because that's just what, you kind of think is gonna happen, and that's really not the case a lot of the time. And I didn't realize that till probably my second or third year. And then it's like, let's just do this, have fun, and really enjoy baseball again, the aspect of winning and working hard.
The righty tossed a long list of great games during his Goldeyes career and was named Northern League Pitcher of the Year in 2009.
Tremendous shape. The crowd is on its feet.
No game was more memorable to him, though, than a one-hitter against Fargo in 2010.
I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, but it really gets to the point where you're not thinking, you're not noticing stuff that's going on. I always sat in the tunnel, because I wanted to be in my own space in between innings. I didn't want to get distracted. To be in the zone like that doesn't happen very often.
His team was in the zone in 2012, the season when the Goldeyes won the American Association Championship, going a perfect 6-0 in the postseason.
Everything about that season you go through and you're like, if that hadn't changed, then we wouldn't have gone as far. If we hadn't picked up this person, we wouldn't have gone as far. When we got to that last game, last out, it was just everyone's looking around in the dugout going, is this really happening? I mean, we just got done, we haven't lost. Like, this is unbelievable.
The support from family back home and many others in Winnipeg helped make Walker one of the best aces in Fish history.
I knew that everything was taken care of at home, and had everybody was back behind me. Chase your dream, do whatever you got to do. And that really made it easy to come here every year and be a part of this. And I just met so many good people that were so comfortable being here all the time. And that, I think, really helped relax and just play baseball.
You're watching Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Shaw TV.
Visit Goldeyes.com, the official website for everything you need to know about your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Check out the players, the front office, and even the Winnipeg Goldeyes broadcast schedule on Shaw TV. It's all right there on Goldeyes.com.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the ballpark where the Winnipeg Goldeyes are getting prepared to play the Gary South Shore Whalecats. But down on the field, it is Ace Walker night, and they are watching at this ballpark a video that was produced by Rudy Gower of Shaw TV. A tremendous video. Billy Fung was part of it.
Absolutely.
Kevin Hirschfield was part of it. It was just a tremendous effort by everybody involved, and the crowd here has actually been cheering at certain intervals of this video on the big board here at the ballpark. It is Ace Walker night, and Mike Valente, you listed off in the pregame show all of the accomplishments of Ace Walker, but I think the one thing that is difficult for some people that didn't know him, he might have been just about the nicest guy who ever played for this team. Absolutely. And there's been a lot of great guys who played at this ballpark.
Absolutely, and with all the interviews he's done, he's been very emotional. As you can see, the stands are standing up.
Let's get at the field level as Ace Walker has entered the stadium one more time.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone Goldeyes team president, Mr. Sam Cates.
Good evening, everyone, and we're so happy to have you here for such a special occasion. If you paid close attention, I think you saw all the statistics why Ace Walker should be honored tonight and have his jersey retired. Strikeouts, wins, complete games, innings pitched, and pitcher of the year. But there's so many more pieces to Andrew Ace Walker. You heard the mention about the phenomenal artist that he is. But the piece that always was special to me is how Ace Walker truly remembered as a professional athlete what the games are all about. It's about the fans, it's about the community. And there is nothing that Ace Walker would not do for the fans or for the community. And not only did he do it, he loved doing it. And that's what makes him so very special. And it's so nice to see his mom and dad, his wife Paige, his grandmother and brother all here, and a few other special guests who you'll probably see a little later. But Ace, you said something to the media just recently, and it was when Rick called you, you said it was a blessing coming to Winnipeg. You're half right. It was a blessing. It was a blessing for the city of Winnipeg and the Winnipeg Goldeyes that you and Paige came to our city. So from the bottom of all of our hearts, we want to thank you so very, very much. Wish you all the best in the future. And thank you to you and Paige for making your home away from home, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to introduce Andrew Collier, General Manager of the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Thanks, Sam. This is a very special night in Goldeyes history. In my experience with the team, there have been very few players who have embodied the complete package of competitive spirit, athletic prowess, and dedication to our community. Ace Walker is among that very select group of players. Always a gentleman when it came to interacting with our great Goldeyes fans, Ace always had time for an autograph or a picture. On behalf of the Goldeyes organization, it is with great pleasure to present a framed number 31 jersey to Ace to take home to remind you what you always mean to the Goldeyes organization and Goldeyes fans everywhere. To assist with the presentation, here are three of Ace's close friends and teammates from our 2012 championship team, Amos Ramon, Brian Boyning, and Zach Baldwin. And now, Rick Forney has a few words and a presentation for Ace.
Ace, I'll have you know I stayed up all night preparing a half-hour speech, but Andrew didn't approve it because it was going to take too long. We got a ball game to play. But I want to say thank you. It was an honor and a pleasure to write your name on that lineup card every fifth day and watch you go out there and work. But the biggest thing is thank you for being a great ambassador for this organization. Thanks for choosing Winnipeg. Thanks for trusting us. I love you. I have a gift. It's a ring. Ace, will you marry me?
Yes.
Every time we get together for these, we cry like babies.
We do.
I love you, man. Thanks.
Thank you. Wow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the man himself, number 31, Ace Walker.
This pinky ring feels pretty cool. Feel like Biggie Smalls or something. Let me get these note cards out. First off, I want to say I'm sorry to anybody who I forget to mention. You are still very important to me, and it's amazing how much my brain did not work when I was trying to write this thing. But, you know, for me, coming to Winnipeg took a few minutes to realize that that's where I wanted to go because I didn't know anything about it. And when I got to researching, I realized that this is absolutely the place that I needed to be. And, you know, the way I've always played baseball was always keeping God first, God number one, and always giving Him the glory for anything that's special, anything that was special that happened to me or in my career. Because I know God has a perfect plan, and I think this is just another great example of that. And when you keep your priorities in line, how amazing things and amazing blessings will come to your life. I would like to thank the Goldeyes crew. Sam, thank you for letting me be a part of your team. To Andrew Collier, I mean, you're amazing. You're the best GM in the game. To Dan Chase, I mean, we've become very close friends. You're the man. You're always on my side no matter what, and I always appreciate that. To the guys and girls behind the scenes, you know, the guys and girls in the front office, I became close friends. I probably bugged them more than they wanted me to, but anything I ever needed, they always got it. I want to say thank you to Rick Forney and Tom Vaith for allowing me to come here and calling me on that day that I was absolutely crushed. And I didn't know at that moment how my life would change by that phone call. But thank you very much. I also want to say thank you to all my former teammates. I know that as a pitcher we rely, you know, it's not an individual sport. It's not 1 versus 9, it's 9 versus 9. And without all of my former teammates, there is no way I would be here. They made play after play after play, scored run after run after run. And without them, I could not have done this. And this award this honor is as much yours as it is mine, because there is no way I could have done it without you. I want to say thank you to my junior college coaches. They're not here, but I'm hoping they're watching. That was another pivot point in my career when I met those coaches. They taught me a lot about the game, the right way to play it, and the work ethic that it was going to take to make it. I want to thank some of my best friends, Zach Baldwin, Brian Boyning, Amos Ramon, Jamie Sampson, Josh Mazzola, Lauren from Baseball Chapel, and Luis Allen. You're a big part of why I kept coming back year after year. And speaking of Luis Allen, I never had a better catcher. He made me better, and he made me look a lot smarter than I really am. I remember I shook Luis Allen off twice. I think both of them were doubles. And he was very, very mad. And I got a very stern talking to in the dugout. And in the next however many years we played together, I never shook him off again. When I was shaking my head up there, he was actually telling me to shake the head. So, thank you, Luis. To the guys of 19D, which is an apartment I stayed at after my first full season, they are friends for life. I always looked forward to coming home and hanging out with you guys. You guys taught me how to have fun and how to joke around and how to be just enjoy the game. To Todd Longley with City Cats and Tom Vaith for all the fishing trips. You guys were able to take me away from the stress and everything of playing baseball and going out and having fun fishing. It means the world to me, and I'm glad that I got to go with some of my best friends doing that. To the crew that brings the live feed to the internet and everybody up there in the press box, you guys kept my family watching and got them up to date on everything that was going on with the Goldeyes, and I knew that when I was pitching, they were watching and listening to you guys, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you. Scott Taylor and Paul Edmonds, you guys are the best. Thank you to my great host family. I'm sure I don't know if you guys knew what you were getting into whenever I walked through your door, but there's no way I could have been with a better family in all of Winnipeg, and I'm just so thankful that you guys were the family that I got to live with. I want to thank the Walker family in California. I know you guys were a big support. I want to thank my wife's family in Oklahoma. You guys are always a big support to me. And now to get to the hard stuff. My family they sacrificed a lot. We did not have a lot of money growing up. But I always had a glove, I always had cleats. I was always able to go to camps. I was always able to do stuff that was going to make me better. And I know both my parents worked multiple jobs to make sure that I had what I needed to play baseball, and I will always be so thankful for that. You also loved me when I gave up 8 1/3 of an inning against Fargo. Well, I threw a one-hitter against Fargo, and I'm so thankful for that as well. I knew I never had to perform for you guys. It was always just pure love. I want to thank my brothers and sisters, and I want to say I'm sorry for always annoying you guys to want to go out and play catch, and over and over again, but it looks like it paid off. To my brother Brian, for teaching me the basics of baseball, the fundamentals. I don't think I would be up here without you. Oh. And now to my page. Well, let me back up a little bit. Growing up, you know, a small town, there's barely any people in the stands. And my dad would always yell from the stands, "Have fun, Andrew," and not just a normal voice or anything like that. It was a pitch, just a loud, "Have fun, Andrew," and that always got me pumped up, and I always loved that. Thank you. Me and Paige started dating in 2009, and that was my best year I ever had. Think about that for a second. And then I had to go away for 5 years in a row. And you always supported me. You always were beside me. And you always loved me whether I did good or bad, and I'm so thankful for that. And now to the best fans of Independent League Baseball. I will tell you how much it meant to me when I was out there warming up and they were announcing the lineups and I heard Ace Walker come over there and you guys would go crazy. That got me so amped up to pitch and my drive went through the roof and I wanted to do so well for you guys. Every single time I was out here, every time I was away, I knew you guys were cheering for us and wanted us to win. Your support and your love will always be remembered, and every time I come to Winnipeg, I will say thank you to you guys, because you guys made this all possible. Thank you very much. My number retirement to me is not so much about my accomplishments, but it's my chance to say thank you to everyone that had sacrificed their time and helped me chase my dream. The fans, Goldeye crew, former teammates, family, and friends all gave this small town guy a big league experience. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the press box facing just above the press box for the unveiling and retirement of only the 4th jersey in Goldeyes history. Ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty good. I think he needs one more. How about it for number 31, Ace Walker?
Spot is right here on the press box. We're going to go to a break. We'll be back with Goldeyes action against the Gary South Shore Railcats. This is Shaw Baseball right here on Shaw TV.